Hello, beautiful people. I'm actually making lunch and laughing at myself, because that is a beautiful part of this journey, is laughing at yourself. No matter how many times you know something or how many times you've learned something, or one of the things I used to hear, sometimes I would hear somebody say something and I'd be like, yeah, I know that. And then I stopped doing that because I was like, I'm not receiving. Maybe there's a new perspective to this. Maybe there's something that I'm rejecting. Maybe I'm being self-righteous. Maybe I'm actually blocking it, like hearing the simplicity. What simplicity is there? What are we overcomplicating? Once again, which I have done, and actually kind of been driving myself mentally slightly crazy in the last couple of days, when I've made this commitment to moving through a vulnerable space within my business. And I have a marketing manager now taking over some of my social media, and I'm sort of been putting in a marketing plan and looking at where I'm going to put my content and being a bit more organized, and not just coming on in inspired action like this. This is an inspired action video. And it's because I've had an awareness, and I'm like, how many times do we do this? I've been looking over videos and photos and sort of, how would I like to present? How would I like to show up? And how would I like to, be more professional and communicate better and be received better? And not about getting more followers specifically, more about sharing a message of authenticity and personal development and consciousness better, so that my work is seen and can guide, so that my lessons can help others to gain a little of their own self-awareness and peace. And this has happened many times in the last few days. Every single time I'm trying to do something work-related, this little one pops in on my shoulder.
Well, I just came back from Ollie's swimming pool.
It's okay. I'm making lunch. This is me being authentically me. So the thing that I have really sat with is how am I going to do this? I need to put a plan in place. What apps can I use? Looking at the videos of people that I like, maybe the way that I receive messages from other presenters or coaches, or how do I get that? And then I've overly mentally analyzed things to a point where I'm like, okay, I could present in this way where I feel like I'm talking to one person, or I can present in a way where I'm talking to a group and I'm trying to professionally outline the information that I'm sharing. Or like what I'm doing now, and what I've always done, and what feels the most true for me, is just sharing in flow with what's coming through at each time, and not actually judging it, because what I do is I'm like, but it's not very professional, the way that I communicate, the way that I speak, the way that I share. I share without prompts. I don't rehearse things. I have something come through and I'm like, that feels really light, that could totally resonate with the collective energy at the moment. This is definitely a collective energy, and with this self-comparison thing. And that's exactly what I was doing. But what happens when we try and mold ourselves or shape ourselves to fit a certain thing of being a certain way to be seen? We're not being ourselves. We're not being authentic, and it comes across that way, and the energy's lost. The energy of what is our gift is lost in translation, because we simply aren't in the juicy flow of that. And it happens with me all the time. I was only just looking back at my
What?
energy. I love you.
I had a little bite.
I know, but you were over my shoulder and I just started transmuting energy live. Ooh.
Sorry.
And this is why authenticity is funny, because did you see that? My whole body was like, ugh. So she's got a lot of excess energy. She's been around a lot of people at the moment. So she's got all of her friends' energies in her field. She's just gone over next door as well. So I'm a transmuter, and that's what happens is when somebody comes close to me and their heart's open, they're able to, I will start transmuting it. See, and this is me authentic because I've just gone down a whole different rabbit hole of conversation. The conversation is be authentically you. Authentically me is working with my mind the way it is. My mind is here, there, and everywhere. And different information comes through to be shared at different times. And sometimes I jump off a live video and I'm like, well, I didn't really share exactly what I wanted to, and I missed out on things. And then I used to like judge myself. I should have wrote notes. I should have done this. I should have done that. But the more authentic I am, the more people connect. And the more authentic you are, the more people are going to connect with you. The more authentic I am in myself in every interaction, in all of my expression in life, the more friends I have. The more I feel I can resonate to people, the more people feel heard, they feel safe, they feel like, oh, she's actually done the work, she's human, she's normal, she has all of these other things that she's going through as well. And that only comes from showing up as yourself in every moment. That only comes from allowing yourself the vulnerability to be your quirkiness and your silliness and all of the aspects of whatever is uniquely you. You know, I am not, look, I'm not funny. I'm not, I was like, that might be a limiting belief, but I am not somebody who can make funny content. I'm not a funny person. I'm like funny haha, and I don't mind. Like, I actually don't mind laughing at myself. I don't mind that. But for me to try and be funny, it would be try-hardish. It wouldn't be real. It wouldn't be raw. It wouldn't be aligned with who I am. If I was to try and create content that was, say, maybe visually appealing in a certain way, where some people are so good with graphics and things. The best way for me to be received is for me to show up and project, and this is my human design. And if I really trusted my human design and trusted my intuition and trusted all the things that comes through to me, I would continue to do that. I would just show up and project and be the energy of me and share the messages that I have to share. And that is what people love about me. That's what people will love about you, is you showing up as you. Not an idea of who you should be, or not an idea of who your parents think you should be, or who society says you should be, but who you are. And if you don't know who you are, great. That's fucking awesome. That is so awesome. If you don't know who you are, then you get this opportunity right now to go, yeah, right. That means I get to have some adventures and self-discovery, and I get to find that out. I get to find out who I am. I get to play. I get to try new hobbies. I get to meet new people. What makes me laugh? What drives me? What feels true for me in my heart? What's true for you will always feel light. What is heavy is always a lie. There's a lie attached. There's a limited belief. There's a trauma. There's something. There's some thought process that is causing contraction in your body. And that's not you. That's actually not who you are. So anytime that you feel heavy, contracted, stressed, tensed, that's not you. And some of us are in that a lot of the time. So who are you when you exuberate all of your juiciness? Are you like, are you comedic? Are you funny? Are you one of those people that actually can use humor in a great way? Are you someone that has amazing memory of knowledge where you can like share facts about certain things and reference text? I remembered I'm burning things. You know, what is your gifts? What comes through for you with ease? What is your talent to be in the world in? We're not all the same, and that's what's beautiful. We're all unique creations of God. We are all here to shine our essence, and some of us are stepping into that. And when you find it, don't go back into old thought forms like I have. Don't go back into old ideas that you have to show up a certain way, or that you have to do things the way other people are. Some of us are here on the forefront to change the way we manifest, to change the way we do things, to change the way we think about things. Because our old paradigms, they aren't cutting it anymore. And it's hard, like for some of us that are going to really resonate to what I'm saying, where you listen to some of these ways of doing things and the way to do business, or the way to manifest what you want, or the way to see your goals, or the way to have a relationship, the way to show up in the world. All of those things, if you're like me, they just don't fit. And I can pull back into some of those things when I'm around certain people. But I always go back into, no, that actually doesn't feel true for me. And I have to sit here and be like, what's actually true for me? It's not true for me to look at things in a conventional way, pretty much ever. So when it comes to how I do my business, that's not going to be conventional either. It's not going to be the norm, and it's not going to make sense, and I'm going to fumble and fall, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to become more of myself, and it's going to be beautiful, and I get to share it. Like, how much more beautiful of a journey is that I get to share it as I do it all with you guys. So don't dim your light. Don't question what you already know. Don't question what you've already found to be true for you. If you know there's a certain thing, there's a certain way you are, there's gifts that you have, there's things that are showing up for you and you've seen them, don't question that. Trust yourself. Trust here. Take things on and see that, yeah, when somebody asks something, if someone's trying to give you some advice, or they're trying to help you or guide you or whatever, ask in that moment, is this true for me? You only have to ask that question. You'll get a yes or a no. And if it's a no, then just be grateful for somebody trying to help you and trying to love you and trying to show you a different way, or trying to be of support, and love that. Have gratitude for that. But you don't have to choose to take it on. You can still just be you and do your journey the way that it works for you, because you are your only mentor. You are your only guide. You are your only spiritual teacher. You got all the answers. I love you.